Test, test. Test, test, test.
Are you hearing? Let's send 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, where's on my testing,
Hearing?
testing?
Well, good morning. As we say, a very good morning to all our viewers as we're taking in the T10 International Premier League, first of its kind in the United States. And we have with us Team Bangladesh. They're coming up against the Titans Cricket Club. And this is, of course, match one. Let me say good morning to my good friend Ivor Henry, who I saw early on, very early in the park this morning, having his coffee. Good morning, Ivor. How are you?
I am not too bad. Just one bad, not too bad. And good morning, Vinod. Welcome to sunny South Florida. And of course, we're in the beautiful stadium here at Broward.
So, just some team news there, Ivor. The Titans, led by the former West Indies fast bowler Riyad Emirates, they've won the toss and they've asked Team Bangladesh to bat first. That's the arm ball. And luckily they get a single.
Yes, indeed. Playing the French cut, the Maurice Foster, as you normally say. And again, all viewers, welcome to the MAQ TV. And we're going to ask you to spread the word. History has been made, as this is the first of the T10 Cricket Premier League being staged here by Cricket Council USA. So once again, we want to welcome all viewers to the MAQ TV at this time. We bathe in sunshine here in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. This one is played off the pads. They're thinking 2, but they will only get 1. As the first over is in progress at this time. So we have umpires Vincent Hartley and Vincent Brown. So the Vincent brothers are
So they're brothers?
by name Vincent.
Oh, okay. Vincent
So
Hartley.
and Vincent Brown. Yes.
Tell us a bit about Hartley. I've heard a lot about him.
Yes, he's been around. You've seen many moons. He's been in the umpiring business for quite a while. I remember back in the days in the 80s, he used to play locally here for, I think it was Myrtle Grove. But ever since in the 80s, he has turned to officiating the game. So he's an experienced umpire in these parts, umpire Vincent Hartley. He would have done many finals for the South Florida Cricket Alliance.
So the Bangladesh Fighter 11 actually won without loss. There's an appeal, not out says the umpire. Let's wait for umpire Hartley, is it?
Yes.
He's still as fit as a fiddle there, raising that left leg. Indicate it's a leg by.
Yes, at one point I thought he was showing off, trying to say I can stand on one leg at my age. But that's the signal for the leg buys. You stand on one leg and you tap the leg.
Well, no need to stand on any legs there. He just has to extend the arms.
Yes, spread eagle. And in this format, umpires do get the exercises. Who needs Jenny Craig? So, over number 2.
And this goes down to deep square leg. Now, funny thing about this tournament, Ivor, I see you looking across. I see you peering over the commentary area.
Yeah, just
There are
make
no field restrictions. Everyone can be at the boundary.
Yes, in addition,
And only 10 men allowed.
that's what I was just checking. That's what I was checking for, to make sure that the play.
Yeah, it's going to go to the left of the fielder down there into the boundary for 4. So that's the first boundary.
Yes, 1 bounce 4. That one was into the legs of the batter, and he just had to get some will on it. The field been spread down there deep backward square leg and the deep mid wicket. Split both men and went for 1 bounce 4. So like we were saying, the playing conditions, 10 men can field, but out of the 13 guys, they are, this time it's in the air, and it's going to go in the air, but it's going to drop well short of the mid wicket. They were thinking 2, but they just amble through for a single. That's not good running between the sticks. And the batter is asking for change of bat. So we've seen the 1 boundary coming from that over. And he was going high into the air, didn't get a good hold of it. At one point he was in danger of getting out, but like we said, there's no power plays in this format. It's a 10-10, so all the men are outside of what we regard as the 30-yard circle. All of the 10 men, so pretty much defensive. This time down the leg side, and he's not getting a hold of it. Bowler fields to his own bowling. So we have just seen just the 1 boundary so far. And you may notice that the bowling is coming from the same end. They're bowling from the southern end. In order to speed up the game, he should be finishing in about, say, an hour and a half or less. This time he's tugging this one here, and he's getting it for 4, 1 bounce 4.
Yeah, so that's 4 runs. That's a good shot again. It's so difficult, Ivor, when you can spread your field anywhere you want. It's very difficult for the batsmen, and I don't expect to see really huge scores in this T10 because of that fact.
Well, if you can split the gaps, you can find it like a Brian Lara. I don't think putting the men out here would really make the batsman not go for the big hit, because we have seen 2 boundaries so far, and they're split men who are on the boundary. We have not seen them at least stop a boundary. Once it's been well hit, it goes for 4.
Well, we have seen balls that should have gone over the ropes being fielded down a deep mid wicket and backward square. If you look out there, there is a young man with 221 on his back. His name is Jesse Bhutan, and I'm excited for you to see him, Ivor. He will be the next big batsman for the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force in instant cricket. When I say instant cricket, I mean
White ball cricket.
White ball cricket. And he is a huge striker of the ball. The man's strike rate was 325 in the Dream 11 T10 in Trinidad and Tobago. That was broadcasted all over the world. Okay. That's a good delivery this time by Lamont. With a very fancy hairstyle, Lamont.
It's golden.
Well, I'm hoping it's Lamont.
I think.
Okay. Well, whilst our scorers get their act together. Oh, that's good running. They go back for 2.
I thought of that. I said, once the field is spreading and the batters are fit, they're going to be able to get a few doubles. I don't want to get you feeling hungry when I say doubles now.
Yeah,
that's your specialty.
Always up for doubles. Four. Tugged away. Dial was running far away, but he just couldn't pull that back.
So like we said, once you can split the fielders, and this is what's going to beat a lot of people, you have got to get your fielders in close to cut off those angles. If you're out on the boundary as deep as you are, you can split those fielders. So they need to get them 3/4 way sometimes, so they can cut the angle.
It's easier to cut the angle when you're closer in.
Of course.
So there's some sort of extra protection now down to cow corner. We see Emirates making a change. He sent Lamont to cow corner. He has brought deep point on the boundary to, he seems to be going to backward square, and he has moved around the sweeper to a squarish point. Tucked away. So the big hitters will prosper in a tournament like this. But what you have to understand too, Ivor, is that once you weight the shot, there is a possibility of running twos.
Yes.
Because you're looking at our wide shot there and you think there's no one on the offside. It's because they're all on the boundary.
Yes. Everybody becomes sweep. Just one man up in the circle at the finding position. For change, someone in the 30-yard circle.
So that's one more.
They're taking on the arm. Oh, a better throw would have been interesting.
So that brings you over to an end. It's the end of over number 2, it should be.
Oh, 3.
Over number 3? No, over number 2. We've had one from Lamont and the one from, it seems to be Rakesh Nalamancho. This is actually over number 5. Over number 4 it is, and the first wicket could go down. Two fielders are converging and off balancing. In the end,
6.
it goes for 6.
Yes, he tried.
Well, I don't think it went for 6.
Yeah, well,
he
he
actually threw it back onto the field, or did he match the ropes? Yeah, DL is saying that he matched the ropes. Trevor and Griffith is indicating it went for 4, but DL is saying that he actually matched the ropes. So that's 4. That's 6, sorry.
both umpires. Yeah. Good sportsman. That's fair play. It's just not the umpire who is in charge of fair play, fair and unfair play. Dale gets into the act. But we saw that from here. But it was a good effort by the fielder, the intent. But the laws of cricket still come into play. All of the ways the batter can be up, so playing conditions in terms of the placement.
Swing and a miss.
I think the fielders would have heard you because they're now cutting off the angle to see they're 3/4 way in the offside, especially. Angles. Beaten every time. This has been a tidy over so far. Just the 1-6, and then free comeback deliveries, they were right on cue. So if you can go by the scoreboard, we're up to 22 for no loss. Oh, this time we're going to have the first wicket going down.
So
Out stump.
Wicket has fallen. Our scorers, they're catching up.
This second over, batsman. He danced down, came down the wrong line, and missed. And the wicketkeeper had no difficulty in whipping the bails off. Umpire Vincent Brown at square leg raised that dreaded finger. Well, no need, because the batsman was well on his way, knowing that he was wicket number 1. Scoreboard saying it is 2 at this time. Yes. And this time, cleaned him up, bowled him neck and crop. So we have 2 in 2. He yorked himself. That one was darted in, and center stump went, rocked back. So at least this batter did not trouble the score. Is that Dhoni? It looked like Dhoni. Daniel? Who's that?
So at the moment, 2 wickets have fallen. This should be over number 5 in progress. And make that 3. Yes, he's gone. So the 3rd wicket has fallen. And what an over there. So the fighters, they've actually lost 3 wickets now. So at the moment, fighting back is the Titans, and the reason they are able to fight back is because they have taken wickets at regular intervals. They've had 2 sixes and now a wicket going down.
Now the wicket goes, caught behind, so the wicket keeper comes into action once more. So he has been involved in 2 of the 3 wickets so far, one being bowled and neck on crop, one stumped, one caught behind. So in as much as the field is spread, we have not seen any catches in the deep, but the wicket keeper and the bowler, they're the ones who have come into. So I guess boundary is just there to save boundaries, save runs, but the wickets have been taken, they've fallen right at the pitch. So the Fighters 11, they're up against the Titans. This is the first we'll be witnessing here over the next 4 days. We're going to have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the grand finale Sunday afternoon. So we hope you stick and stay. And while you're viewing, we hope you spread the word. MAQ TV, that's the place to be. Cricket right here in Lauderhill, here at the Bounty County Stadium. Of course, this is an ICC approved venue, the only one in all of North America, as a matter of fact. So umpire Vincent Hartley and Vincent Brown, they're officiating today. As the bowler bowled around the sticks outside the off stump, a swing and a miss, taken cleanly there by the wicket keeper. That one was going with the arm, angling from around the sticks, and going further away from the batter. And this time again, this one pitches a little further outside the off stump and called and signaled wide by Hartley. Bowler looked in amazement as to say, I don't think that was wide. This time he's punching outside the off stump. Short third man, but deep comes into play. So the can only get a single. Never successful over, which would have seen the batter gone behind. So of 9.9. he's pulling and he's pulling into the safe hands of the deep backward square leg, and at long last we would have seen a wicket going down, caught on the boundary, because all men are spread. The short third man. This time he pulled it, but he did not get enough onto it to get it past the deep backward square leg. So wickets are tumbling. And again, we want to welcome you to this, the T10 Premier League, where we have international players on display. First of its kind. It had started since 2014, but that was on the local stage where we just used the local cricketers. But now it's gone much bigger, in which it comes under the umbrella of the USA Cricket, and it's been sanctioned by the ICC. So again, we want to say kudos to MAQTV. I think he's the godfather of cricket in these parts, and we have to big him up and big up the Cricket Council USA and everyone who's behind the scenes, because this has been generating a whole lot of income into the Broward County, especially in the city of Lauderhill. And there's an appeal for a run out at the striker's end, but umpire Hartley says no. Batsman was well in. So again, like we were saying, this the T10 Premier League. Of course, on the international stage, it's in its infancy. Oh, this time he's wrapped in the pad, loud appeal. Umpire Vincent Brown would have none of it, as that one would have hit willow before hitting pads. No signal. As that over comes to an end, we've seen a wicket go down in that over. So you're looking at the live cricket, but we're going to apologize for the score that you was viewing for the viewers. That's not the correct score. The scores are trying to get up to speed, so just bear with us a little bit. We've got to make the most of today, because tomorrow rain is in the forecast, we know it. So bring your raincoat, your water boots, umbrellas, swim trunks, what have you. But I think it's going to rain tomorrow from all reports. But you know, the funny thing is that rain would fall on one side of the road, and on this other side is bathing sunshine. So yes, that has happened. I've witnessed that myself many times.
Henry Emmerich, very experienced Riyad Emmerich, is going to take up the attack now for his team.
That's my Patriots compadre. How about that? And don't tell me about Trinidad's second team now.
Players like Emmerich is going to bring so much to it because of his experience. Emmerich. Also, Mark Young, Trevor Griffith, Jesse Bhutan. So four players from outside, and from your favorite neck of the woods, the West Indies, they're up here playing for one team.
Yes. Well, Emmett would have done one thing right so far. He won the toss. As a matter of fact, he spun the toss, and the coin fell in his favor. But I always speak of Emmett. I love his action. He has that nice folding and coming out action, graceful. He always looks the part. A level-headed cricketer.
Emmerich. That was just stealing away from the right-hander. So Emmerich getting immediate movement of the track. Of course, this is the best time for the faster bowlers to enjoy the track. First up, early in the morning, there's a green tinge, which you don't normally see here at Central Broward. When you show up at Central Broward, you normally see your reflection on the surface. It reminds you so much of Savannah Park in Jamaica. But there is a green tinge today here, Iva. Again, that's good bowling. This is excellent
Yes.
bowling by Emery. Well,
A late call there by
good old Hartley. But I understand what Emery is trying to do. He's trying to take the onside out of the play.
no Vincent Brown.
So he's going full and wide to take the onside out of the play. And
Yeah.
he's back the offside field.
Mhm.
5 men on the offside. And he's looking to take the levers away from the little right-hander. Down to Dial. Dial has a shot in the stumps and a direct hit. He's
Yes, it's gone.
A brilliant piece of work there by MAQ Dial. What a fielder he is.
My word.
Absolutely brilliant. The St. Lucia Kings player, and he has brought that here to the park. What a player is that the young man, MAQ Dial.
And look at that. The only player that is up in the 30-yard circle. Everyone else, all 7 players are riding the boundaries. It's only 10 men, just in case you're wondering why I said 7. 10 men allowed to field in this playing conditions. And the only man up in the extra cover, in the circle, was DL. And the chance, him, of all persons.
Yeah, DL had one stump to strike at, and he did.
Yes.
That's excellent. He's a really, really good fielder. He's the cousin of the West Indies white ball captain, Nicholas Puran.
Oh.
Yeah, the same 2 sisters' children.
Oh, that's very close. And Dale has really made his mark here in this stadium. He's collected a few play of the game in the games that he would have played here. And there were a few times when he was disappointed that he was not named player of a game. So the wickets are tumbling, and didn't go credit to the bowler, but at least to the team. That's another one down. I heard a discussion about bowlers should be given credit for one-outs. I heard that on a radio station out of Barbados on a Tuesday. You know that.
On the Mason show?
On the Mason show, and a caller called in and was suggesting that. But I'm in disagreement with that. The bowler.
I would have taken that caller's number and prevent that caller from calling back.
But he said that our president, Mr. Ricky Skerritt, say he never thought of that, but it's interesting. I guess he just wanted to say, well, you were thinking cricket, so. But there's no way the bowler, unless they're going to say now, if the bowler, probably a ball plays back to the bowler and he guide the ball onto the stump with the batsman backing up too far, you can say that is different. He would have initiated that. I guided it onto the stump instead of just stopping it. You might say, okay, if you have to give credit. But you can get somebody like DL now and give that to the bowler. DL did that all on his own. One stump to aim at, hit it, lights out.
Just back of a lane, and the batsman falling away at the striker's end.
Yeah, that's the first one we've seen getting up about just over the waist there. So it was an effort delivery. I guess he was just testing it there. The batsman, a short man in stature, but he got up on his toes and tried to split the third man and backward point, but can do no more than get one.
Everett can turn it up when he wants.
Look at his action. Look at it. He folds and it comes over.
One more. He's done a good job here, Everett. It's been a tiny over.
So many cricketers are bleaching their hair. They're using the Clorox. I thought Clorox was for clothes, for whitening your clothes, but it's for the hair as well, if you know.
You see Shimon and Maya, slow delivery. Good delivery there by Emirates. He's mixing it up. That is what experience gives you.
Mm. Oh, trouble. Trouble. Direct hit would have been interesting.
End of the over, end of a good over by Emirates. Titans continue to have these guys in check. It's going to be Dial. Now, this man has taken some big scalps in the CPL. Underrated off spinner. Has taken some big scalps.
I like his batting.
Aggressive.
Yes.
He would thrive in situations like this.
6. It went right onto the ropes. So that one was into the legs, and Barrett got a good hold of that one. And got it just out of the outstretched hand of the man at deep backward square leg, and went all the way for Premier League 6. And again, this one is aerial, but then someone's getting off it and right in the cow corner. So Dale strikes, and again he always look for play of the game. So I can tell you that is in his mind, especially if he comes in at the top of the order with a brilliant run out and now a wicket to his name. Who knows? But Vinod, you can help us to have play of the match for every game.
I don't think so, but striking. I told you about him as a bowler.
Well, you said he was underrated, but I am happy you didn't say he was overrated. What do you think of Mr. Pollard's calling it a day on the international scene?
Well, I was a bit surprised. It took me by surprise, as I'm sure it did take you by surprise as well.
Yes. With the World Cup just around the corner, that in particular, timing.
Gotten an explanation from anyone that is making any sense. Given the fact that World Cup is just around the corner, I thought he might have given it one more shot
and then make a bow out there.
Bow out at the World Cup. There had to be something that triggered that for such a hasty decision.
Yeah, because
one wonders if it had something to do with his struggles in the IPL. I don't know if it made him rethink. I don't know.
No, but these guys have agents too, and they have managers, they have advisors. Pollard would have given much to cricket. He started with Trinidad, and when he came on the stage with his skipper there, what was his name again? The opening batsman, Ganga, and he would have graced the international scene, and he would have.
Excellent work again by Dial, and I think
he's out. Yes, out
so
stump.
Wickets for Mark Dial in his first over, but look at that. Dial followed him. He choked him for room, and he has gotten 2 wickets. That delivery actually went in between the stump and the wicketkeeper. Sorry, the stump and the batsman.
Yes.
Dial choked him through. We followed him, and that's the wicket. So the wicket has fallen. Another wicket falls. Dial has taken 2, and he has not yet completed his over.
So who is the wicketkeeper? He's sharp. That's 2 stumping for him, and a caught behind. So he's in the act. We have just seen 2 catches in the deep, but he has accounted for 3 of the dismissals. 1 been bowled, 1 been run out, and 2 out caught. So in the wicket column, that's as far as we can remember. But back on to Pollard. I really think that Pollard should have made an exit, gets a guard of honor at the world stage. To just leave us just like that and say, I'm done with it. There was no international match being played. bow out with some grace and give it a salute and what have you. So there's some inside thing, there's some underlying thing. I think Pollard is better than that.
I think there was some controversy surrounding Pollard.
And do you think I think Mr. Smith?
In the England series.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that was. But the information I have, it was all mischief that was made by a radio show host who loves controversy, and he thrives on creating problems just for his ratings on his show. And high ups at Cricket West Indies, they have expressed their disgust at this guy, and I think that is where it came from.
I think that Jimmy Adams and West Indies should have not accepted Pollard's thing. Keep it on the wraps and just said we'd rather you go out. Even if you're not captain, let us give you that honor. Go out on the world stage. World Cup is just around the corner, or even in a white ball match that is happening. Bangladesh or one of them, give you a little guard of honor. And instead of just like, it just fades out to me as a captain. This guy just hit 6 sixes in an international game.
Yeah. Something was not right about that entire situation.
Yeah, but some people are just accepting it. I mean, you may not have liked some of the things he would have done, but I am saying they should have been encouraged from the administration standpoint to say, this is not how we want our greats to go on out. I mean, we have had some licks in the past from folks who would have just died along the way. We talk about Chandapal, the way how he went out, just died or what have you. There was a good chance for him to go out in the white ball cricket, even against Bangladesh or Pakistan. But nonetheless, it's done and dusted, and we're going to wish Pooran all the best. I thought Hetmeyer should have been in the runnings there. Again, we want to welcome all viewers. We're still trying to get up to speed in terms of the scoring and the scores and all that stuff, technology.
So it should be 57 for the loss of 9 now.
So we've had 2 run-outs in this innings so far. But the batter is not too pleased. But I don't need to be critical of the umpires, but without you can send it upstairs. I need to get side on. To step from behind here with close run-outs. Yeah, they've got to get around, get side on that you can see. Unless it's a clear run out, the guy is halfway down the pitch, but you're standing up behind you in a run out and you're not adjacent with that crease. Sometimes it's difficult. That's why the batter was disgusted too.
So just one wicket. Imagine that. Being bowled out in a T10 game.
That's a cardinal sin. And I have a friend by the name of Cardinal Mills. He's going to tell you that's not my son.
So it's 58 for 9.
Well, so far, Emmett and the boys have done the right thing so far in putting in the fighters to take first knock. There's no devil in the pitch, so we've had 2 run-outs, a couple of caught behind. That's 2 bowled, and the other's been caught in the deep.
I've looked at the team lineups coming into this game, and I can tell you that Titans might be one of the stronger outfits. There's 4 players coming in.
Well, so far they've looked good, and it's too early to call. It's outside the off stump for the first time. We see the wicketkeeper juggling, not taking it cleanly. Seems disappointed there. Wonder if he got a touch onto that one. But that's the thing about when you're when you're standing back and you know that there's no slips. You always want to catch the ball and run up to the sticks, because the more alert batters will be running a bye. If he strays down the offside or down the leg side, they'll always look to run a bye. Sooner or later we'll see that come into play as the tournament progresses. Even in my day in playing cricket, you're standing back and ball goes to the leg side or the offside, we're running a bye. Loud appeal, and given.
So that's it, bowled out. Imagine that. Bowled out.
Yes, leg before wicket.
Within 10 overs. 3 deliveries to go. So the Bangladesh 11. Bowled out here Ivor for 58. Emirates 2 for 9.
Yes, indeed. So his marshaled his troop in the field. Now is for Diaz and the boys to really get it together. I think they're gonna knock this off. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Bangladeshi team are local teams that plays in the local competition. I know most of these guys, and I can tell you, I think they're gonna knock this off in at least 6 or 7 overs. So you're gonna have a short day. So
let's take a short break. We'll be right back. misfield to start the reply. And that goes into the boundary for 4. The man on strike is Trevon Griffith, former West Indies under 19 local, played for the West Indies under 19 at the World Cup in New Zealand in 2010. I remember at the time having a discussion with Pakistani batsman Ijaz Ahmad, and the West Indies defeated Pakistan, and Trevon Griffith, also known as Bugsy, got 77 in no time, and he told me, listen, this young man might be the next great thing in West Indies cricket. It hasn't materialized, but he drives beautifully through the offside for 4.
This one is even sweeter. It was a proper cricketing shot the very first time up, and this time again we have men on the boundary riders, and like I said, if you can just place those feelers, because once you're on the boundary you're not cutting off the angles, and he knew that was 4 from the time he left the bat. He didn't even move.
Excellent timing. Pint-sized batsman.
Yes, well, let's see if we have to. Now we're going to have a hat-trick of 4s. This one, he whips off the legs for a single.
Yeah, so he's a small man, but he packs a punch here, Ivor. He's a vegetarian, Like, not like you. 2 things. You're not a vegetarian, you don't pack a punch.
I eat everything except blue soap.
And if that is under threat, even if blue soap is readily available in South Florida, it's under threat. Ivor will come looking. He will come and call you. Walton was not an international player, so it's actually 5 international guys playing for the Titans. And remember, the Titans will be the host of the MCL T20 when we go across there next week in Arkansas. I don't know if Ivor will be on that trip, but we go across there for a 4-team tournament. And Ivor said that he has to be in Atlanta on international assignment. 11 without loss.
So they've scored from every delivery so far. It's end of over number 1, chasing 58. They're 12 for no loss in the first over, and they rushed to 12 without even giving a chance of even getting out. So it's easy peasy. So you've heard easy peasy for the first time today. So Ali is going to be taking up the bowling from the pavilion end. As a matter of fact, they're just using one side. They're going to be using the southern end to be bowling from. So the batters are batting at the northern end. Ali, another local boy here, plays in the Gold Coast League. Oh, that's one.
Hartley came up during the break and giving Ivor some chats. Ivor was back on his case, telling him that he needs to be quicker.
Yeah, there you go. We have to clean up. No stones will be left unturned. That's the thing we have between us. We're cleaning up. They
continue to pick the runs. I think in about 5 overs we should be done and dusted, or 4 overs, if I'm being kind.
No, well, I said 6. I started saying 6, so I'll hold to 6. As you know, there's no field restriction, so unless they go aerial, they're going to split some fields, man. But as the ball get a little softer, around 3rd or the 4th over, I think he wouldn't get to the boundaries fast. You can see these two batters are not, especially Griffin. He's a stroke maker. He's not the one to go for the gung ho. He's not going for any lofty anything. He's playing proper cricket in strokes. But the thing about it is that they're scoring from every delivery, so if they can score I want a ball, they'll get 10 overs. Oh, in the air, and a lovely shot coming back at us for 6.
Yeah, that's a big hit. That's how you hit them. Chadwick Walter, aggressive player, plays for the Guyana Amazon Warriors, and in fact he played for the Guyana Amazon Warriors before returning home to play for the Jamaica Talons in the CPL, and this is quality.
Yeah, proper cricketing shot, and one of the safest plays to hit back over the bowler's head, and he held the pose.
That's something like that. How difficult it is for guys here in the United States playing in the Gold Coast League to come up against these international men. How difficult it is. How big of a gap is it?
Yes, there's a gap, but it's good for cricket, and that's why I have to applaud MAQ to get these international stars to come on display, and for these guys who have shoulders with them. So that's the plus.
I guess they can only learn. Yaqub Ali.
Yes.
It's the man bowling at the moment. 22 without loss. Griffith 11. Walton 10 of 5. So they've been excellent. Griffith is on strike now. The vegetarian. I remember 11 years ago he was looking for doubles in New Zealand of all places. Trifling.
So Ali's team, the Tigers, went down last Sunday. They were in the semi-finals, or else they would have been on display this Sunday for the finals in the Gold Coast League. And to me, in my mind, Ali was the one who was expensive at the death and caused them to really, really lose that match.
So the Bangladesh team, you can see them out there in their Bangladeshi colors of green and red. It's cut away nicely. Protection down there. So that sheet that I spoke about is actually evident in the tracks that we are not using, the 2 other tracks that we will be using during the course of the tournament. Remember, this tournament is of 4 days duration, and we have 6 matches today. I'll tell you this, just in an effort to speed things up, they're using just one end to do the bowling from, and 10 players are on the field, so that is where you get your excitement. And then just to balance things a bit for the bowling team, because cricket these days is so heavily stacked in favor of the batsmen that the organizers here, Cricket Council USA, they have instituted a new rule where only 10 men will be allowed out.
Yes, 10 men fielding and no fielding restriction as far as the 30-yard circle is concerned.
This is pulled away, and that should go for 4. Good shot there by Walter.
Yeah, that was badly lined, bad delivery, down the leg side, just asking to be hit. And again, a proper cricketing shot. There's no wind up for the big hit to hit it out the park and maybe get a top edge or leading edge or anything of that sort. Just bad ball, and he just decided, I'll just put it away. So they're keeping up with the run rate for themselves. They've started with 12 and over. The second over went for 12. And again down the leg side, and no. I think he missed out on that one. Cannoned into the pad and was about another 4 sticks down the leg side. Hit him on the thigh. Should have done better. So a bad one did get away. Down the leg side again. He's playing it nicely off the legs. In comes mid wicket. Just a single. So Griffiths on 12, Walton on 16. Walton played that lovely straight driven 6 back towards us in the last over. So Griffiths is being cute and being too cute. Lights, camera, action. He's bowled him.
So Griffith leaves the aggressive Griffith, strike rate of 200. So he leaves for 12 of 7. Walton is in there still on 16 to 29 for 1, and I'm telling you, Iowa, this game is going to be over by the shouting. They're already halfway to the target in 2.5 overs. You were saying 6, I was saying 4, and I will continue to say 4 because the man striding out there now
DL,
looks like DL.
and he's a no-nonsense cricketer. Already bagged 3 for 11, including a one out. Yes, I thought Griffiths there was trying to be too cute. Is it Dale? No. Is that Dale? No, I think they changed him, right?
No, definitely not DL.
Yeah, definitely not Dale then. Okay, they have Seshu.
Seishu is the new man. What's his first name, Ivor? Go ahead, have a try. Have a crack at it. Have a crack at it, Ivor.
Oh, Geethamut.
Heatham Root.
Yes.
Seishu. I've learned to spell that
Yeah,
at the age of 10.
Yeah, Geethamut. Yes, Woot.
Heatham Root. Seishu. Let's call him Seishu for just to be safe.
Yeah, because half the over would have gone by the time you call his full name.
His first name is as long time. It's beating the outside edge. Just a little bit of shape there.
Shape going away, leaving the batsman. The wicket keeping has been of top class.
Yeah, both keepers.
Yes,
Actually.
yes. And the keeper is the one who got one out and was disgusted with his one out. The keeper, Saif, another local guy in the local Gold Coast competition, with a wicket under his belt. He was happy to get an international cricketer, and I know he's gonna sleep in his clothes tonight.
He's probably going to remind you of that every time he sees you, Ivor.
Yes.
At the end of 3, we're going at 10 and over. Remember the target is 59.
Yeah, so they dropped it. They were going at 12 and over. So this time with a wicket going down, they just scored 10 from that. But like I said, the wind is in the forecast for tomorrow. So these guys have got to bear in mind that net run rate will come into play with some of the games, and Duckworth Lewis and all the good stuff that they're using. Duckworth Lewis or just net run rate? Do you know what they're going to be using? Okay. So Morshed again, another local guy here who plays. His team went down again. So I guess all these guys are from Bangladesh. I mean, I see them here in the local league. I umpire their games.
Morshed Kalam.
Yes, Morshed.
They played, you said recently in the finals or so?
Yes, semi-finals. The Sunday they lost there. And the only reason they lost, they gave away about 4 overs. They were all out in a 30 over. And in the 26th over, they were all out. When the last batter should have batted out, make another 10 runs, they would have probably win the game. Because they went into the last over for them to score the, 177. They struggled to make it. Made it in the last over. Moshe didn't come. I umpired a game. The guy cracked up 100 in no time. So today I think he was bowled second crop, 1 ball. He was, yeah, he crop, 1 ball. But if he would have stayed there, he wields a willow. Oh, this one is.
And that's 6. Chadwick Walton just feasting on a full toss. That one sat up and said, "Hit me."
Yeah, Yorker gone wrong. He was trying there to get it in the toe, but it went wrong. And Walton, he's too good a batter. He's not going to miss out on that.
Yeah, Walton is an excellent player.
And a proper cricketing shot. He was no lit up and just close your eyes and swing for the hills.
Won a couple of Man of the match awards at the US Open. You will remember that a
Yes.
months ago.
Mm.
Well, that was so wide. You can call that a broad.
Broadway, yes. He says borders Broadway. Slow delivery. The idea was right. They thought was right, but the direction, it was wayward. It was off target, and you cannot afford that. They're 40 already. And you need to over number 4. So can I get 18?
Pushed away. That's one. Sensible. 40 for one. 41 for one.
I'm still saying 6 overs. Are you still gonna hold on to 4 overs? You have 2 balls in which to do so.
I think with Mark Dial, I thought Mark Dial was coming in. Had Mark Dial gone in there, I would have maintained my bet with you.
Hear the excuses. Listen up. Listen up.
I-
That's
I've
Vinod.
lost my bet.
Vinod, you're on the fence.
I've lost my bet. Ivan, I will definitely bring that bottle of water. That I promise you.
Yes.
It has worked away for 4. I think.
Nope. Nope.
Runs out of gas. Like the batsmen, and they take 2.
Stroll 2, as a matter of fact.
End of 4. 43 for 1.
Okay, so I'll tell you. Folks, they can stay all of 6 games today, and we're going to be here well into the afternoon. We're here at the Broward County Stadium here in the city of Lauderhill, at the approved international stadium. And it's all of the games coming compliments MAQ TV. Spread the word.
Worked away. Walton. Just having a little knock here, Chadwick Walton.
Yeah, he was never interested in 2. You can see, interested in a second. He ran the first one fast. Now I get dressing room. Maybe get on over. Man with the wicket on his butt. The prize wicket of Griffith.
It seems as if they're really going to drag us out into the 6th over. You're quite right.
I've been around in many moons.
Oh, that's a good shot. Playing it late, deliberately.
Yep,
That's 4.
yep.
Just allowing the ball to come on to him. He didn't push out. And that brings up the 50. 50 for 1. Just 9 runs away from victory for the Titans.
I forgot to show you the part of the park that has my name on it. The blade of grass. Yes.
They cut that blade of grass.
No, they can't cut that. They can't. I've been here from the inception. I said that little spot there. That's
you.
There it is.
Again, this time scooping it out, pushing out a little bit early on that, not allowing that one to come on as he did previously. But the third man is a bit finer. You will notice how you up.
Yes, yes. Dropped it.
And
Did it go over?
over the ropes. Now, that is something we will have to discuss and wait for the umpire. No benefit of the replay just yet.
No.
That was a 4. 55 for the loss of 1 after 5, and they will enter Ivor's 6th over.
And it will be done and dusted. It will be done and dusted in the 6th over. I can see through walls, you know. I forgot to tell you that.
I can see through walls as well once they're glass walls. If anyone on the I-95 or the US 441 sees a young man by the name of Zubair, we sent him at 8 a.m. this morning for coffee. He probably needs direction to get back to the Central Broad Regional Park.
But did you get a Mad Hatter coffee or Mad Hatter tea?
Actually, I should bring some for you.
Yes, the Mad Hatter tea.
At Mac's home, and it's refrigerated. I should bring some for you, Ivan.
There you go. We have to get some of that Mad Hatter tea.
Tomorrow, I'll definitely do that, and I know that you will message me just to remind me.
There you go.
I'll bring it down for you. I'll bring a box.
All right. I'll be delighted to get the Mad Hatter tea. 50 it is for 1. Stroking this one nicely. They can be getting 2 here, but not interested. That's Walton. He just ambles through for the single. 1 to level, 2 for the win. So I hope somebody's down there to call.
It's back looking for 1, looking to finish it fast. There's 2, as Ivan said.
Yes, 2 for the win.
Is there with Chadwick Walton?
He
So Walton is on 31 of 16.
yes, he is without breaking a sweat. So 2 for the win. Let's see. He's driving. Scores are level. So the Bangladeshi batted first, got to 58, and they were not able to defend it. And game, set, match.
That's it, I think. Yep, so that's it. Umpires had it right. In fact, they're continuing.
No.
Oh, that's it. They're walking off. Chadwick Walton unbeaten on to 32. 59 for the loss of 1 in 5.5. So victory for the Titans in game number 1. Walton ending with 32 of 17, and Ivor Henry was right. They did realize the victory in over number 6. We take a short break before we come back with game 2.